I've had a video banned. Boris and Trump Return has been taken down. YouTube think I'm bullying and harassing people. I sound like Kevin Logan when I'm singing like this. But I don't care. I'm against censorship and I'll never stand for it. My video did nothing wrong and nobody was hurt. I don't bully and harass.
Hospital Porter's Pride and Dignity. Stop the New World Order. Welcome to Panwo TV and welcome to this little hotel room here in South Wales. It's not the sort of place you normally expect to see me, is it? That's because I'm actually in the middle of shooting another video right now. Well, I've had to sort of break off to make this one, and you'll probably be watching this video before I watch the other one I'm filming here, which for the reason I'm in this hotel to film it. So you'll probably get to watch this one first before you watch the other production, which is the purpose of me being here. I think that's very ironic indeed. Well, the reason I'm making this video, and some of you will already probably be aware of this, is I have had another video banned. Yes, it is a film. It was a video. There's probably a lot of you shouting at me in the comments section while I've been away, saying, "Ben, where's your video gone? Where's your video gone?" Oh, this is a video called Boris and Trump Return. I made it on Wednesday evening, put it up, and it was sort of like one of the videos I made during my supposed week of hiatus. And well, what can I say? I enjoyed that video. I was proud of it. I think it did a good job. Anyway, what happened was Friday evening. I was just getting ready for bed. Now, I was going to bed a bit earlier than usual, probably about 11 or so. I'm a bit of a night owl, me. Going to bed about 11 or so. So I was just getting ready, and suddenly this box popped up on YouTube saying, "We've removed one of your videos." I thought, what? YouTube team has decided to remove one of your videos. I went and checked the details. They told me which video it was. They said this has been removed on grounds of harassment and bullying. And they said, would you like to appeal this? At the bottom it said it gives you the option of appealing. I said, hell yeah. And so I went and appealed it, and I basically said, what the hell are you talking about? I've reviewed this video, and I did review it. There's nothing in this video that constitutes harassment and bullying of anyone or anything. I'm baffled as to why you think it does. And so I watched the entire video again. By now it was getting close to midnight. I set my alarm for 4 AM to get up to come here. And I just watched this video again, and I ended the viewing of that video, the review of that video, basically at a total loss. Completely, as I said, completely baffled. I then eventually managed to get to bed sometime about 1:30 in the morning, after I sort of calmed down a bit, looking at the clock and thinking, oh my god, I probably drifted off sometime about 2:30. An hour and a half later, the bloody alarm went off to get me up to come here. After maybe, I must have got possibly an hour and a half sleep. Even by hospital portering standards, that's not a lot. There's nothing really I could do. I had my computer switched off. I had to just come here. I'm not going to cancel this trip to deal with this situation. I put in an appeal. That's all I can do. Basically, there's 7 days, and then they're going to review it, and then they're going to remove the video permanently. I wouldn't say it did put a bit of a dampener. I think to begin with, it put a bit of a dampener on this trip. To be honest, when I was on my way up here, I was really down about it and frustrated about it. By the time I got here, I was fine. You'll see in the video that's upcoming. I got over it, but it was a very unpleasant start to my little mini holiday. And again, this is typical of YouTube. YouTube are doing this all the time, and it must have been done. It must have been an AI bot that did it. And this is artificial intelligence, so-called, which is actually not very intelligent, deciding something, and it was harassment and bullying. But as you know, if you were a regular YouTube user, the intelligence level of artificial intelligence is pretty low. I watched Ex Machina the other day. This is a good film about it's about AI and how it describes a fictional scenario in which AI begins its conquest of the world, when the Matrix is kind of the end of it, but the Ex Machina is kind of the beginning of it. And well, I must say, I don't think we really have to worry about that for very much longer. If I think AI has got a long way to go before it develops the nous to conquer the human race. But of course it makes many mistakes, and this is all due to modern social media policy. They will not sign Section 230. Facebook, all the Silicon Valley giants, Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, they will not sign Section 230. It's be the simplest thing in the world to do, and it's the most common sense thing to do. If you sign Section 230, you then become a platform and not a publisher. Once you're a platform, the end user, that is me and people like me, would take full legal responsibility for everything that is posted on that platform. And the platform is completely exempt and has to obey the First Amendment and other civil rights legislation. If they did that, just think how much easier their life would be. They could get rid of these massive institutions of editing and review. You know, all the people who go around poking their noses into other people's videos, they'd have to get a proper job for once in their life. Why won't they do it? Why won't they simply declare themselves a platform and be done with it? This is what Trump should have dealt with in his first term. Hopefully he will in his second term, which is beginning very shortly. I don't know. They won't, because they want to be able to control it. They want to be able to control social media. They want to be publishers in that respect. They want the best of both worlds. They want all the benefits of being a platform, but all the power of being a publisher. See, if they declare themselves a publisher, then they're no longer social media. They're just a magazine. They're just like The Guardian or something. Because then they are legally responsible for everything that's posted on there. The end user bears no responsibility at all. And basically they're the ones who, therefore the end users basically just submits, like I do with UFO Truth magazine. I submit an article, they edit it and upload it. For UFO Truth, at the end of the day, Gary, the editor, is 100% responsible for everything that goes up on that magazine. I provide the material. By editing it, he approves it. But if there's anything dodgy I put in there and he approves it, it's his fault, not mine. So they wouldn't be social media. If they're a platform, then they should have no editorial policy at all. I'm tired of making these videos, but these kinds of videos I'm going to make every time something like this happens. It needs to be documented, it needs to be lamented, this shouldn't be just be normalised. Which is why I make these videos every time something like this happens. I'm desperately trying to think about what got my video flagged by the AIs. It may have been because I mentioned the C word, C-19, and old Fauci and what he's been up to. I brought that up. I brought up the EU and Northern Ireland. I don't know if that was something, could be harassment and bullying, what? No. I think I mentioned rejoiners. That's not harassment and bullying, that's political criticism. I mean, I'm sure a rejoiner could put up a video calling me about like a white working class, uneducated, white van driving racist piece of gammon, and no one would ever consider taking that down. Alright, so what I've done is I've appealed it. We'll see how it goes. It's possible by the time you watch this it's been re-uploaded, in which case I will post a little addendum at the end just explaining why. But I'm going to upload this video whether the video is restored or not. By banning it, even if they honour my appeal, I'm still going to make this video, because I've actually had a couple of videos taken down which I've appealed and have successfully had them reinstated. This may be one of them. But at the time of recording this, which is like, what time is it? 10:20 on a Sunday morning. That's Sunday the 13th. It's probably not going to happen. In which case, do the usual. Go to the description box. You'll see my link tree. The video is available on all my other platforms. Thank you, God, for alt tech people and the people who built these platforms. Thank you to all those people who've built all those old techies who have dedicated to freedom and free speech, who have created things like BitChute, Odyssey, to Gab, Minds, MeWe and these other platforms. Thank you very much. You have done a massive service to humanity. You really have. And you should feel inordinately proud of yourself. Yeah, go to the link tree. The video is available on BitChute. It's available on Odyssey and Library. Library's just kind of, Odyssey is just a part of the library, actually. Just go there and you can watch the video there. This is breaking news. I was actually going to do an introductory video when I got home, which I will still do, but I'll probably upload this one straight afterwards. I've joined Rumble and brand YouTube. I think that's very interesting, actually, that I joined. I decided to join those videos literally the day before. I mean, it's something I've been meaning to do and putting off, you know, procrastinating about it. It's one of these I'll do it tomorrow kind of things. Mañana, mañana, as George Orwell says. But I actually did join. I bit the bullet and joined. Said, you know, get on with it, Ben. You need to get this done. So I joined Rumble. I joined brand YouTube. I'll join any alt tech platform I can. Actually, there's several others on my list to join. Retalk I've joined. I just recently. That's a text only platform. It's not video, but I could put articles and things and links on there. There's another one called, what is it called? I can't even remember what it's called now. But Sticks goes on about it. I've joined that one as well. Which again is text. It's written material, but these things are always worth doing because there's a lot of interesting things to read as well as watch out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going away. I'm not going to let these bastards beat me, right? So, if these techies in Silicon Valley think they can silence me, they've got another thing coming. If you haven't actually subscribed to me on these old tech platforms, please do so. Set up an account. You don't have to upload anything. Just create an account so you can sub to me and watch my things. Click the bell so you get notifications. BitChute's actually, despite the fact it's full of bugs, this is one thing it does very well. You click the bell and you get notifications. Every upload I make, you get a notification. So check that out, all of you. Odyssey, again, Odyssey you're going to start live streaming soon. Actually, I think Odyssey already has a live streaming service, which I must test out. Yes, this is one port who's not going away, ladies and gentlemen. Interestingly, I think there's another element which is a bit coincidental regarding this particular issue, which I'll talk about in the next video, because it's coincidental regarding what I'm doing here. Anyway, thank you all of you for watching Hapanwo TV. Hospital Porters, Pride and Dignity. Stop the New World Order.
Subscribe to me, subscribe to me, subscribe to me. The links in the description box. YouTube and Facebook and Twitter are not to be trusted. I will never be silent. If Silicon Valley try to do it, then I will simply carry on elsewhere. I don't need them. They need me. Without them, YouTube just gets really, really boring and full of cat videos.